Hey there, how we doing? Taking a look at an ORIS, and this is an ORIS Divers 65, and you might be saying, okay, this is an ORIS Divers, but hey, it's in the normal ORIS case. Here you got the ORIS warranty card, and the booklet and everything there, and I like to keep the ORIS warranty card in the booklet so you don't lose it. Keep it all tucked away, nice and neat in there. And so here's the case I was talking about, this clamshell case. I do like it better than, I know they revived the old ORIS boxes that were made of cardboard, but it doesn't feel the same. This one here, this is a 65 chronograph. So usually with the 65s they had that cardboard one. So I'm glad they kind of went away from that. It just it just feels better with the watch, especially when you're getting watches that cost as much as these do, to have it in a real case instead of the cardboard case. If they went something different, maybe some sort of pouch or something, but something that kind of reflected the importance of the watch. So here we go. This one here is basically, as they say, the Divers 65, and this is the newest member of the Divers 65 family. Well, newest, I guess, when I'm filming this video, because who knows if you're watching this 5 years from now, you're like, oh man, that's an old one. Nope, this is an echo of the 1965 ORIS Divers watch. So it's basically a reissue, a reimagining of the ORIS Divers 65. And this one is in a chronograph form, and this is a monochromatic styled dial with the metal bracelet, and just like in the old days, they've got the rivets on there, and then the way the band tapers, just like the old 65 bands did. So here you can see it, the chronograph moving there. You can see the second dial going away there, by the 9 o'clock. It's really, it's really a pretty watch. The monochromatic design looks great. It's really, really sharp looking. I'm more impressed with it than I thought I would be. I just thought, oh, it's another ORIS 65, but when you actually take a look at the dial, you look at everything, the way it all lines up. It's just really, really nice, and it's got that vintage feel, but not too much of a vintage feel, if you know what I mean. It's just a great looking watch overall. Now this watch is 40 millimeters, and the whole watch case, and the metal parts, we're talking stainless steel here. The glass, of course, is a sapphire crystal, and it's domed on both sides with anti-reflective coating inside. And it's got a screwback case, and it's got the special engraving with the old ORIS logo on it. And you've got the stainless steel crown, and you got the two pushers on the side for timing. So the in-horn width of this watch is 20 millimeters for those of you that like to kind of change the band. This model that I got here, this is with the stainless steel band. It also comes with the Servo Volante deer leather strap. Well, it doesn't come with it, but you can choose to have that as one of your options. Because it's a dive watch and leather straps, after going in the water for a little while, start to fall apart. I like the stainless steel on it because we're actually located in the Florida Keys, Tavernier, just south of Key Largo, north of Key West, and we've got a reef out here. We know boating well, and leather watches don't last too long for people who are always in the ocean, so that's why we went with the stainless steel strap. Now the leather looks sharp too. It gives it a different look. That's more if you're not really going in the water too much. You're more, chilling, back and forth from work, and if you have like an office job, something like that, then the leather will last you a while. But because we're on the water all the time, you got the stainless steel strap on there. Now this is an automatic winding chronograph. It is an ORIS 771, and you can see here that box crystal on the side, the push buttons on the side of the case. It's got a power reserve of 48 hours, which is nice. This is 27 jeweled watch, and the dial and the bezel, of course, are black. When you look at it, it does look similar to, an Omega. It's not. It's an ORIS, but it's hard to make a black on black chronograph and not think of a Speedy. But ORIS does it here. It does look like the ORIS 65, and this is a dive watch, a dive chronograph. And let's take a look at it. Let me push the buttons there. You see it ticking away there. The whole purpose of a chronograph is to time things. So let's see how this baby moves. It's got some nice movement to it here. I know my fingers might have been blocking a little bit when I pushed the button, but we'll let it ride around a little bit here, just so you can kind of get a feeling of it if you're going to try this guy out. While we're watching it, this does have the 2-year ORIS warranty. See, I stopped it right there, and let's watch it whip around. Boom! Look at that. That was like instantaneous. That's what you want with the chronograph, especially a mechanical chronograph. That is great. Here we go. Let's get it ticking around. Again, it comes with a 2-year warranty. Then you sign up My ORIS, you get your 3rd year in there. So remember to do that if you get yourself an ORIS watch. Here we stopped it again, and let's watch it fling back. Boom! I mean, it's like the Flash. It's like right there at the 12 o'clock. And then here you can see it on my wrist. Again, this is a 40 millimeter watch, and my wrist is about a 7.5 inch wrist, and you can see it on there. It just looks cool. It's stylish. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with this watch. It's got that vintage vibe, but then not too vintagey, because sometimes it kind of goes in both worlds, and that's what I like about this one. Again, I was kind of like, oh, okay, it's another Divers 65, but it just looks great. It's definitely a classic, and it looks vintage and modern at the same time. It's kind of like a watch for all time, a classic styling on this Divers 65 chronograph. So you can see it real sharp on there. The lugs bend down, not as quite as much as like the Aquis does and stuff. They do stick out a little more than the Aquis would, but that's that kind of vintage vibe and the vintage feel, just like the vintage band I was showing you. Here we can see it in the dark. The Lume isn't great. I had it out in the sun a little bit, but it's not really catching a lot of the light over here. It's hard to see the markers on here, but I think that's more of I didn't have enough time in the light for you guys to really catch it. Check it out if you guys have one, and you guys like the Lume on it. Make a comment, let everybody know how good the Lume is on this guy right here, because ORIS, especially with their dive watch, they really have good Lume. It's just in the recording here, it's not really catching any of it, so sorry about that, guys. But this is a great watch overall. This is reference number 0177177914054.